Good morning. Welcome back to another session of the Morning Brew. We are so excited to talk about our PBIS system at New Way. So since this is just a recording, we're going to jump right into our presentation. So today we're going to learn all about our school-wide PBIS rewards program and also a little bit of how we use what's called SEL to shape behavior and positive outcomes within our student and our staff community. So we're going to start with just a brief introduction. My name is Krista Northcutt. I'll be presenting today. If you've attended other Morning Brew sessions, welcome back. This is a repeat for you, but if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a few things about myself. I am a proud NAU graduate. I have over 10 years of teaching experience in both public and private schools, gen ed and special ed. I'm happily married. I've got my husband over there in our picture. We have 2 dogs, 2 cats. And some of my titles in the past at New Way and currently have been swim coach, theater director, STEM teacher, EF coach, and I'm currently the director of integration, and I oversee our therapy, speech and OT therapy departments. 2 fun facts about me are that I am sewing obsessed and I am also a board game lover. So today's agenda, our session will be about 30 minutes, a little bit shorter on this topic, but our agenda includes a definition of what PBIS and SEL stand for. They are 2 definitions that we utilize daily here on campus, and so we want to make sure that you are aware of those definitions and give you some visuals as well. Second, we're going to talk specifically about how we implement PBIS at New Way. And third, the most anticipated topic is all about our Pride Store and our Snack Shack that are new this year and have been such a major hit with our students. So I want you to think right now, since this is a recorded session, we don't have a chat, go ahead and think, what do you think PBIS stands for? So there's a visual on the right side of the screen to give you a little bit of an overview of what that is. PBIS actually stands for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. So it's a research-backed framework for shaping behavior, creating a positive school culture, and teaching expectations of behavior that we want to see in the classroom and outside of the classroom. So in this wheel off to the right, you're going to see some major highlights of the program, including maximizing our structure, implementing expectations and rules, increasing student engagement, acknowledging appropriate behavior in and out of the classroom, and responding to inappropriate behavior in a way that's going to help shape the behavior. So this is a framework that we use at New Way, and we actually use a specific program to implement that, and we'll show you that in a couple of slides. But this program is perfect for our student population and for our community because it uses positive reinforcement. It really focuses on the positive. It's not a punitive program. It is focusing on accepting and acknowledging appropriate behavior and rewarding that behavior as well. It also includes teachable moments for students and staff, visuals, and rewards, along with several other components. We're going to focus on, in general, how we utilize this framework at New Way. So PBIS, that is going to stand for Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. So when you hear that acronym being thrown around, that's what should come to your mind now. My next question for you to think about is, what does SEL stand for? So SEL is another acronym that you may have heard, maybe in student annual meetings or any other Morning Brew sessions or orientations here at New Way. It stands for Social Emotional Learning. So, social emotional learning, this is also a framework, and we actually weave this into our curriculum in all of the grades and all of the levels at New Way here. And the graphic on the right will help you understand the different components of what SEL looks like in the classroom and at school. So, SEL teaches students tools and strategies for self management, self awareness, responsible decision making, relationship skills, and social awareness, just to name a few. Other components that we really focus on here at New Way are going to be emotional regulation tools, empathy-based perspective taking, and supporting positive relationships, along with teaching our students how to make careful and compassionate decision making. So SEL has been around for decades. It is research backed, and it's so important, especially in this post-pandemic world that we are all living in. It's so important that we teach our students from an SEL lens. And New Way does a great job of combining both PBIS and SEL daily to reach our students, to shape behavior, and to connect with students on a deeper level, and therefore creating more meaningful learning experiences in the classroom. So, New Way has taken the framework of PBIS and the framework of social and emotional learning, and we have found a program that actually incorporates both in a really accessible, easy to use online system, and it's called PBIS Rewards. So this is the name of the company that we use, and our students know PBIS as working towards displaying positive behavior in 3 different areas or 3 different pillars. So the first one is being respectful. Next, we have being responsible. And finally, doing their best. So around campus, you'll notice we have PBIS posters and visual supports for our students to reference. As you can see, the light blue poster on the screen here breaks down examples of how students can be respectful, responsible, and do their best. And so classrooms have different visuals similar to this to give students reminders of that expected behavior. We utilize their easy to use online point system. So essentially, students are given points for demonstrating respect, responsibility, and doing their best. And then students save these points up. We have different avenues for students to spend their points. We'll get into that in the next slides. We have both online and physical store for the students to purchase items. And like I said before, we have visuals posted in the classroom. So PBIS is much more than just points for positive behavior. It's actually teaching the behavior and using in the moment interventions to shape the behavior that we want to see in and out of the classroom. So that's why we incorporate the point system, the visuals, and different reward paths for students to choose. There's a few visuals I want to point out on this screen. This big 247 number right here, this is actually, I just took this screenshot this morning. This is actually just to give you an idea of how many points are typically rewarded. So yesterday, our school in general, so this is all of our students combined, received 2,779 points. And today, as of probably 9 a.m., students had received 247 points. And so across the school, we utilize this. Teachers are great at giving out points, and it's very motivating for students to see their points increase and to set goals for purchasing items and or saving their points. Another image I want to point out is the image on the far right. It has all those little icons of presents or gifts. And this is an example of a teacher's online store. So teachers have the option, not a requirement, to set up an online PBIS store where they can provide in the moment rewards. They're typically small rewards for students to, in a sense, provide quick and fast rewards while they're waiting for the actual big PBIS store to open. Excuse me. We'll learn about our school-wide PBIS store and the frequency of which that is open, but teachers have been really creative making their own stores, and they can really tailor the individual rewards to the students that they teach. So this is an example of Mr. Lyons' store. He teaches STEM in the junior high, and you can see that he has several STEM-related rewards here, like a 3D printing pass or leading a different lesson that students can purchase at any time, and students can access their online portal anytime. They can purchase these items and collaborate with the teacher to figure out when they can redeem them and all that fun stuff. At the bottom of the screen, you're going to notice a screenshot from our staff portal and just how it looks to award students points. So this is an example for a test student. Essentially, you just select whatever behavior pillar the student exemplified, and then you can leave a comment. It's optional. So this one is, thank you for holding the door after morning recess. The student was showing responsibility. And then once that is added and rewarded to the student, it adds to their current balance, and then students can log in and see how many points they have. It's a really great, really user-friendly system, and we love that it incorporates so many different levels. And there's a few different levels that are new this year that we are rolling out. A couple of those updates include a referral system, and more information will come out on this. Their PBIS rewards referral system is used for internal documentation and for our own behavior interventions that we provide for students, just a secure way to document those sort of needs. And at the top of the screen, you can see kind of like a half triangle. This is just an example of what data we can pull from the referral system. So this is just an example of 90% of that school population has 0 to 1 referrals, 7% has 2 to 5 referrals, and 1.85% has more than 6. So we look forward to using that referral system to increase our ability to meet students' behavioral needs inside the classroom in a positive way, and also utilizing that internal documentation system for ease of use for staff members. The next new update we're so excited about, it is called the Teacher Rewards. So just like PBIS Rewards has a student side, they actually have a staff side as well. And there's some screenshots to the right that you can read over. This is essentially a reward system for staff to recommend their peers for, positive behavior in the workplace, helping out, exemplifying our school, our own school values, and all that fun stuff. So there's 2 examples here from 4 different staff members, and it's great to see all the positivity that gets spread in the teacher rewards side of things. And we also have different rewards for teachers based on different point thresholds that they meet. And so that's been really great as far as increasing our staff buy-in of PBIS in general, and also increasing our staff morale and positivity on campus. Finally, the most important update that we will be sharing in January is parent access. So there's actually a PBIS Rewards family app that is available to all PBIS Rewards users. And this will give you access to your students' points, purchases, referrals, everything related to PBIS Rewards in one simple place and one simple app. You can access it on any device, phone, computer, iPad, you name it. So that is expected to roll out in January of 2023. So please be on the lookout for that information. We're really excited to roll out that new app to our families and increase our overall buy-in with our community with PBIS. So I know that was a lot of information that came at you really fast, but I hope you were able to see a pretty good glimpse of how we use PBIS. I am going to get into the fun slide, which is all about the store and the snack shack. So that's coming up next. So in the past, we've typically had a student-run Pride store. We are still having a student-run Pride store this year. We have added what's called the pop-up snack shack. And this has been a huge hit for our students. Delicious snacks, drinks, all the yummies you can think of. Students are able to buy those. And so how this looks in a typical month, we have our Pride store that is open one day a month for each level. So just to give you a little example here, the lower school Pride store is open the first Tuesday of the month, junior high, second Tuesday, high school, third Tuesday, and then the fourth Tuesday of every month, the snack shack is open. So 2 times a month, there's opportunities for students to receive their rewards and redeem their points. We have a lot of students that save up for really big items, and it's always fun to see them reach their goals and to purchase some fun experiences. Some of our experiences this year that we have included in our Pride store are the VIP pass, front of the line lunch pass, which is a huge hit, especially in our junior high and high school, a donut party for a class of your choice, bring your dog to school, as that was a hugely popular item in the years past. And then finally, a new experience, we have included Puppy Play Date, which is an opportunity for students to have one-on-one time with a staff member's dog. And that is for students, obviously, who maybe can't bring their own dogs, don't have pets, or just want a lower cost experience. So we tell our students that prices do fluctuate based on the PBIS economy. And so we have a staff team that runs this store, and they are phenomenal at analyzing the data and making sure our students are getting fair prices for their items. But we do change up our prices depending on how the economy of points looks like, just like in the real world. We have had such great positive responses to both our Pride store and our Snack Shack, and we are so excited to continue this for our students in years to come and add even more experiences and creative opportunities for our students to spend their points and earn some great rewards. So thank you so much for joining us today. I know that was a shorter morning brew, but I hope you were able to get a good idea of PBIS at New Way, what it looks like, and keep an eye out in January for information regarding the family app so that you can start accessing your students' points, referrals, and all that stuff. Please save the date. I know that we are in the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, but please save the date for January 25th. That's going to be a Wednesday at 10 a.m. on Zoom. We are going to be diving in more to our therapy integration program. This is going to be part 2. So you'll learn all about new updates and new programs that are being rolled out with our students as it relates to our speech and OT therapies. Thank you guys once again for tuning into our morning brew. We really, really appreciate it. And we will see you all in January. Have a wonderful, safe, restful holiday. Bye bye.